YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another quick reaction for you guys. Before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content, share and like the video, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. So we're gonna get right into the video. Make sure you let me know what you think in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's get into it. Here we go.
I just love when some women be like, "You're a pick me. You're giving pick me vibes." Y'all forget that men have options too. I mean, there are less of them and more of us. And being called a pick me isn't an insult, because at the end of the day, they do have the option to choose who they want as a partner. I can guarantee you he's not going to choose a toxic woman, someone who is confrontational, she nags, she's not nurturing, she's not feminine. He is going to pick someone else. So why is being picked by a man so bad? I mean, you get picked by your boss. You get picked when you go fill out an application. You get picked when you go apply for a loan. You get picked when you go to college. So at the end of the day, if you are a toxic woman, no man who is in his right state of mind will even consider picking you in the first place.
Listen, what do you guys think about what she had to say? No lies detected. No lies detected. It is what it is. But a lot of women are delusional. A lot of them are unrealistic. You don't want to accept the truth. It is what it is. And so calling another woman a pick me is just, anytime I hear a woman who calls another woman pick me, it's a red flag. It's a straight, it lets me know that that woman is single and she's struggling. It lets me know that she's struggling with relationships. She's struggling with herself. She's struggling with her own issues, because no man is probably in her life that really loves her and cares for her, and she's miserable. That's what I gather when I hear a woman call another woman a pick me. It's because you're mad because women are out here trying to get picked and you can't get picked. And it's insane to me because a lot of these women call married women pick me's, and these women already picked. It's giving you're insecure. It's giving that you're jealous that you can't get a man, and all these women around you already have a man or they have options to get one, and you haven't worked on yourself enough for you to be appealing to any man. So that's the women who call other women pick me's. That's their reality that they refuse to acknowledge and face. You're having some difficulties in your life when it comes to relationships and love. And a lot of times those women who are calling women pick me's, they're in denial. They'll be the main one saying, well, I'm single by choice. Well, first off, I know you were single. And then by the choice is bullshit. Because no, that's just your way of making yourself feel comfortable with the fact that a man is not taking you seriously. That you're not the pick of the litter when it comes to what men want. So this is why those women tend to shame women, shame men, shame anybody, because they don't have what they want and they don't think that they're gonna ever get it. So that means you have to work on yourself. You have to build up your confidence and your self-esteem, and you need to work on some things so that you can be appealing to a man, so that a man would look at you as something special. He will look at you and say, oh my gosh, she is an option. Hey, I would want to take her seriously. I would want to make her my wife. Women who call women pick me's are the ones who don't have those outcomes. You're not desirable by men. If anything, you probably would get a man who's in your DMs, who's only want to screw you and have a good time with you, and then send you back home. And anytime he want to get a feeling, he got you as an option for that, just to play around with you, but he's not taking you seriously. He's never going to want to be in a relationship with you. So that's what that's given when you hear women calling married women and calling other women pick me's, is because they can't get picked on a serious level, and they're really bitter about it. You know what I mean? When people shame others, it's because they're lacking the very things that they're trying to shame somebody else for. It is a common theme. And so, I think she's right. Women are very insecure. I always say this: a lot of women are projecting their own feelings onto men or anybody else. Instead of trying to figure out how to work on yourself and do better, they rather shame and hold those feelings in and block them out and act as if that don't apply to them, but it does. And so, that very behavior is why you don't have a man, why you can't have a meaningful, healthy relationship, why nobody wants you, because you're bitter. You got some unhealed trauma that you've never worked on, and you still trying to go out here and project your feelings and trauma onto others, you know what I mean, to try to make somebody else feel bad because you feel bad about yourself 24/7. You don't feel happy. You don't feel like you're accomplishing anything. You don't feel like you have, the things that you deep inside really want. So hurt people. When when you're hurting, you don't think that you could get what you want, or you don't think that you could get yourself together, the next best thing to do is try to shame other people. And it's a common thing. You could learn this in therapy. They'll tell you in therapy how people in general project their own insecurities onto others because they don't believe or feel that they deserve the things that they want because they don't have it. And so once again, a lot of women think that men should just accept them the way they are, trauma, toxicity, and all. They really think that this attitude problem, this aggressiveness that they've picked up from their mothers and their grandmothers, this independent mindset, I don't need a man, this toxic mentality, this aggressive nature where you come to a man acting like a man, they think that that's acceptable. They think that that's okay. And when they realize that men don't want that and they're not getting approached by men and men are walking away from them or only just using them for their body if they allow them, they get pissed off. They feel rejected deep inside, but they're not going to come out and publicly say that. They're going to say it in a shaming way. This is why I say that is a clear indication of a person who is not getting what they want. That is a clear indication of a woman who is scorned, torn, lost, confused, bitter, angry, because she is not getting what she wants. Trying to shame other people is not going to put you closer to your dreams. It's not going to move you closer to what it is that you want. It's just going to push you further and further and further away, because that means you're not learning anything. You're not doing anything to make your life more productive and more desirable for a man. And just having a degree and getting education is not what is desirable by men. You have to do some inner self work with yourself. You have to become the type of woman that the man you say you want, you have to become what it is that he wants, or naturally is what he wants. That's the thing. A lot of women want something for nothing. You want men to just accept you the way you are, but you want the most out of them. That is no longer acceptable. That should have never been acceptable. And they don't know what to do themselves, but this is why the cooch is most important. This is why their vaginas are on display, because that's the only tangible thing that you can offer that men want, but it's not the only thing that they want. So it's not the only thing that they want. So you have to produce more than just your vagina. You have to come to the table with more than just your looks. You have to bring something more than just your exterior. And this is where a lot of these particular women fall short, because you don't have anything to offer. You don't know what else to offer because you've never been taught that you needed to offer anything for a man. So you're going into it thinking that a man is only supposed to give, and all you do is accept it and not give anything back. That is a common theme, especially in the Black community. This is why a lot of our women, majority of them have never been married, and the ones who get married, they walk away because they don't know what to do in a relationship because they were never taught. You don't know what your role is as the woman in a relationship. You don't know what you should be doing for a man. You just know what a man is supposed to do for you. And that's no longer going to suffice. And that's where we are in this modern dating era. Women are very selfish, entitled. You think a man deserves you the world, but you don't want to offer anything to him. And I think that is a psychological issue that a lot of our women have. And I think it's been ingrained within us to think that way. I really do. I think that that's been taught to us to be that way. Don't depend on a man. Go and do it for yourself. Don't depend on you. You're the only one that could take care of you. So you go into relationships with that mindset, and that is what's displayed. And so you look at a man as, he can't really do nothing for me because I got to do it for myself. Well, you've never really given him an opportunity or the chance to do it. And you've never put yourself, or never was taught how to be the type of woman that a man would want. This masculine, aggressive energy is what we were taught. And you go into relationships with that and you don't know how to be a woman, the woman that men want. See, there's a difference when you see a couple together and you have a woman who is in her femininity, and that's just who she is. She's a feminine woman. She's a loving woman. She knows what to do with her man, and she's been taught that way, versus a woman who was never taught what a woman's role is in a relationship and what she should be to her man. See, those are the women who get married. Those are the women who have lasting relationships with their husbands. It doesn't make you less of a woman to be a feminine, loving woman to a man. It doesn't make you less valuable to love a man and to treat him nice and to want to do things for him because you want him to do so much for you. What's wrong with you doing something for him? It's something that has been ingrained in us as Black women. I'm telling you, this is not a coincidence. And this is how a lot of women have been raised. For any woman listening, listen, you got to realize where you stand. And shaming other people it's not going to get you closer to what it is that you want. Working on yourself, figuring out what men want, and being a desirable woman will get you the type of man that you want. And if you don't want to do that, then you must want to stay single for the rest of your life. And if you want to be single and miserable, you do that. But don't shame others who want something different. That's all I'm saying. I don't know, I done went on a rant, but I want to hear your thoughts on this particular video. What do you think about the commentary? Comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You guys chime in. I want to hear your thoughts on this one, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.